Have you ever been accused of stalking just for walking in the same direction twice? This happened last year when I had a job interview downtown. I parked 5 blocks away because I'm not rich enough to pay $20 for parking just to be rejected in a dress shirt. So I'm walking. Nothing crazy, just normal dude walking energy. Headphones in, leather folder in hand to look impressive, and I'm sweating through my Target button up like a hostage. That's when I noticed this girl walking maybe 10 feet ahead of me. Didn't think anything of it. We're just headed the same direction. Big city. Multiple people can go to the same intersection. It's not a meet cute, it's a sidewalk. But then we hit a stoplight. She turns slightly, makes eye contact. I give that polite, I'm not a threat nod that all men do when we realize we're accidentally behind a woman and don't want to seem weird. The one where your whole face says, "Hello, fellow pedestrian. I also fear people," but she doesn't nod back. She gives me that look like I just licked the curb. Okay, awkward. Light changes. She crosses. I cross. Same direction. About 30 seconds later, she speeds up. I speed up too, but not because of her. I'm late. My interview is in 5 minutes, and I'm sweating like a preacher at a lie detector test, but I can feel her glancing over her shoulder now, like I'm a literal threat. So I slow down. Try to create space. I even pretend to check my phone. Open the calculator app just to fake being busy. Yeah, carry the 7. Divide by fear. She turns down the same street my building's on. Great. I mentally prepare for the awkward elevator moment where we both pretend we're not panicking for different reasons. But right before we reach the office building, she stops, dead in her tracks, turns around. Why are you following me? I freeze, like full deer in headlights. What? You've been behind me since 3rd Street. Yeah, I'm going to the Wells Fargo building. She narrows her eyes like that's a lie only a stalker would come up with. I'm serious, I say, holding up my little leather interview folder like it's a police badge. I have an interview on the 12th floor. You can come with me and watch me get rejected if you want. She doesn't laugh. Instead, she says, "I'll wait here until you go in." Lady, what? I'm not trying to follow you. I'm trying to get a job so I can afford name brand cereal. But I get it. World's crazy. Women gotta be careful. So I nod, say, "Okay, no problem," and go inside. I kid you not. 2 minutes later, as I'm waiting for the elevator, I see her through the glass doors. She's still standing there, arms crossed, watching, like I'm part of some reverse National Geographic episode. Elevator dings. I get in, think that's the end of it. It's not. Interview goes fine. Nothing life-changing. I bombed the "what are your weaknesses" question because I said bread, and they thought I was joking. I wasn't. Anyway, I leave. I go a completely different way back to my car. Take the long route just in case. Loop around, through a bookstore, grab a coffee, chill out. 45 minutes later, I'm walking to my car from a different block. And guess who I see exiting a nail salon? Yup, same girl. We make eye contact. She freezes. I freeze. It's a standoff. I nod like, no way this is happening again. She squints like I'm trying to mind trick her into trusting me. I raise my coffee like a peace treaty. She pulls out her phone. I don't wait. I power walk to my car like I'm late for the apocalypse. Never heard anything official, but for a solid week, I kept expecting the FBI to knock on my door and ask why I kept showing up near one suspiciously paranoid pedestrian. To this day, I still wonder if she tells this story at brunch like, and then this guy followed me for hours just to pretend he had an interview. Meanwhile, I'm just out here trying to get employed, drink my coffee, and walk in straight lines without becoming a true crime anecdote. Let me live, sidewalk gods. Let me live.